Manchester City's latest annual financial report shows that the club are finally becoming self-sufficient. 2016 was the first year since their takeover in 2008 that owner Sheikh didn't need to inject the club with cash. In revenue terms, they're second only to Manchester United, recording a total of £392 million for the 2015-16 season, an 11% growth on the previous year. This total breaks down into £178 million in commercial income, £52.5 million in match day, and £161 million in broadcasting income, bolstered by their lengthy run in the Champions League. The club also made a £20.5 million profit after tax, only their second of the current establishment, continuing their positive trend of growth. However, it hasn't always been this rosy. In 2011, Manchester City made a loss of £197 million, the largest ever recorded in English football. In 2013, they were subsequently charged by UEFA for failing to comply with the break-even rule of financial fair play. For this, they were fined £16 million, and their punishment included being prevented from increasing their wage bill in 2015 and 2016, now with 59% of the £1.2 billion invested by their owners since 2008 being spent on player acquisition. City's wage bill was often turbulent and always growing. These sanctions therefore presented something of a problem for the club. One method that the club used to negotiate this sanction was the outsourcing of staff. Manchester City are owned by parent company Tifo Football Group, who also own Melbourne City and New York City, as well as a minority stakeholder in a Japanese J-League team. In 2013, Manchester City employed a total of 449 staff. By 2016, this figure was down to 320. Rather than losing workers, the club actually transferred their employment to a company working with Tifo Football Group. This company is now responsible for their salaries and in turn bills CFG and the club to cover the cost. In Manchester City's accounts, the cost of this is transferred from their salary section to be included in other expenses, an area accounting for everything from the cost of running the stadium to paying off managers who were sacked before their contract ends. After 2013, the club's wage bill dropped, and despite continuing to sign expensive new players, it never rose to pre-drop levels. In fact, Manchester City's wages to turnover ratio is now at 50%, considered very healthy for a football club. This is quite an achievement considering that not too long ago, the club's wages amounted to more than their total revenue. Whilst this action wasn't solely responsible for the drop in wages, it did contribute to it, and the sensible planning of Chairman Khuldoon Al-Mubarak and Chief Executive Ferran Soriano has helped Manchester City become one of the most financially stable clubs in the Premier League.